like extreme wealth concentration leads to civil unrest.
Absolutely.
Like every single time, probably in every single country in the world, if you go back and you look at times of extreme wealth concentration, extreme wealth disparity, you have massive civil unrest because you erode the middle class and you destroy people's ability to live a decent life.
Yeah. And they remember what it was like to live a decent life. And that's the thing in the United States, especially with the white working class. And it's something that the Democrats have completely failed to understand. The only person who did really understand it was Bernie Sanders. And he was called a racist for it and a sexist. But the thing that people on the left and progressives and Democrats need to recognize is that there are a group of people here who had something good, right? Okay, yeah. Black people were redlined. They didn't benefit as much from the New Deal, of course. This is no denying. But these people did. And then the manufacturing industry left them behind. They moved away to where it was cheaper for them to produce their goods. And they got nothing, right? They got absolutely nothing. And they have seen a decline over the last 30 years or so. And that's not even a full generation of people. That's not a full lifetime. And so they know what they were supposed to get. They were supposed to get the middle class life that was promised them in the 50s and 60s and part of the 70s. And it was taken away from them. So what do you expect them to do? How do you expect them to feel about this? And this is happening in rural America. And they've been completely ignored by the two-party system. And the Democrats, who claim to be representing the working class, have failed them and ignored them and have mostly focused on the urban areas. And so, yeah, these people are going to be upset because all you're talking about is like, Black people, gay people, etc., right? But what about them? And like now they feel like I'm the bad person. And it's almost controversial to say this too in some corners, right? Because it's like, oh, you're
in a safe place.
Yeah, you're racist. Yeah. But it's like, it's not racism. It's just looking at the fact that yes, white people can be disenfranchised too. It's an economics thing, and they are economically being disenfranchised as working class white people. And what are their options? To join the military or what? Like they have no options. They stay in poverty too. Like the Appalachia is incredibly impoverished. They have no insurance. They can't get their teeth fixed. They lose all their teeth. They have to have like these free clinics to come and help them out. And they're completely abandoned. And when Bernie ran in 2016, the areas where he got a lot of votes were in rural areas. And that was used against him to say like he could only get white votes. But the thing is that Bernie was talking about a big picture. He was really trying to address like the real economic issues. And he was talking about wealth inequality. He was talking about wealth concentration. And he was going on tour across the United States, meeting with people in all of these places, not just in urban areas, but also in rural areas.